Hey everybody, it's Kory. Thanks for joining me. Coming to you from the home office here. Wanted to get a quick market update out to you guys. We're going to look at the month of July 2024, so let's get into it. Okay, so let's first set the ground rules so that we remember what we're doing here. We are comparing the month of July. Remember, we're in August when this comes out. We're looking back over the last recorded month, and we're comparing that July to the last 3 years. So we're doing year-over-year comparisons to see what the market is doing in the same season year over year. And that's important because we don't want to compare July to January. They're two totally different seasons. So again, that's why we do the same month year over year. And keep in mind, we are looking at the total MLS as far as all 5 counties here in North Idaho that make up the Panhandle. And we're also combining new construction with pre-existing so that we get a snapshot of the entire market. So when we say this is what the market is doing, you're getting everything in the market. We're not separating different segments out in this video. We're just looking at what the total market is doing. So let's get into it. All right, the first thing we're going to look at is July median sales price. And you can see that we ended up this July with a median sales price of $550,000. That's the exact same sales price that we had last year. So prices are not going up, prices are not going down. And I want to make a quick note here. People ask a lot, well, how is it with sales going down, the number of volume of sales going down with the number of inventory going up? The dynamics of supply and demand should bring prices down. And while that's true, you have to remember that when we look at a median sales price or an average sales price, those are sales prices. And what do you have to have a sales price? You have to have a house that sells. So you're looking at the homes that sold. And I want you to remember it kind of like a car lot, where if you go to a Ford dealer and you're looking for pickups exclusively, and then you have a Ford Focus, right? So you've got a parking lot full of Ford Focuses, and the assembly line is bringing vehicles to the dealer, and they keep bringing Ford Focus vehicles. They're stacking up on the parking lot, but people that are buying pickups are buying the pickups. And what is it you're seeing in the median sales price? It's the pickup prices. It's the ones that the people are buying. And obviously the pickups are more expensive than the Ford Focus, so your numbers will stay high in the market where people are buying. So just because you see inventory going up and sales going down doesn't necessarily mean that's going to reflect in the sales prices, because we're looking at the price of the things that sold. If they're not selling, if they're sitting on the market, they don't get included in the sales price. So hopefully that helps you understand how you can still have prices going up or staying at a certain price point when sales are actually going down. And that's how we get to that. Okay, so let's look at new listings. These are the new homes that came onto the market in the month of July. Again, includes both new construction and pre-existing. And you can see here that the new homes coming onto the market is actually going down. People aren't putting their homes on the market and flooding the market. That's not why inventory is going up. Inventory, again, is going up because homes are sitting. The unattractive Ford Focuses are sitting on the lot. New inventory went down 3.5% this July compared to last July. People are just locked into their homes. They're not putting homes on the market. And that's why you're seeing fewer and fewer new homes come onto the market. Homes for sale, again, this is your total inventory. You can see here for the month of July, we were up 6.3% over last year. We had a total of 2,045 homes, whereas last year we had 1,924. So you can see here that inventory is starting to stack up just a bit. It's up 6.3% over last year. And let me give you a snapshot of the historical closed sales. We'll go over to a line chart, and we will make it a max. And you can see here that this has been tracked since 2011. We had 3,800 homes here in July of 2011, whereas now we're down to 2002. So basically half of what we would have had in July 2011. And of note, you can see here that homes for sale, the inventory you can see was trending down over the last 10 years until 2021. And now inventory is starting to add back up. And again, those are those Ford Focus properties, or what I call the porcupine properties. They're just sitting there and they're not going anywhere. I guess this is a good point to point this out. We have so many people on the sideline right now, and I think it's important to point this out. In my 8 years in real estate, in Bonnie's 10 years of real estate, we were just talking about this the other day, we have never seen so many people in our system waiting. And that includes people that are just waiting to put their home on the market. And it also includes people that actually have their homes on the market in other states or in other areas within North Idaho, and they're just sitting. Nobody's buying those homes. And again, why would somebody not buy a home? It doesn't fit their needs. It has stairs. It doesn't have a 3-car garage. It doesn't fit their needs, and it could be overpriced. So I want to point out here that when you look at the total inventory and how inventory is starting to go up, it could be a lot better if people would put their homes on the market, but they're not. They just can't move. The people that want to buy can't buy. They can't afford to. And remember, 75% of everybody that sells a home, what do they become? They become buyers. So if they can't sell their home, then 75% of that buyer pool is stuck. Going on to pending sales. And again, these are homes that were put under contract in the month of July. These are buyers that want to go through the escrow process. We had 501 homes go under contract. That was up 6.1% over last July. And what that means is we still have increasing buyer activity. There's still people that want to buy homes in our market, just not as much as we had in the past. But again, you can see here that the trend is kind of up year over year. Now, closed sales. Closed sales is where it actually goes through escrow. And again, as I tell you in all the videos, this is a lagging indicator. Closed sales are an indicator of what pending sales were 30 to 45 days ago, because that's how long your escrow periods are. So this is more of what the pending sales were in June when you're looking at closed sales in July. And you can see here that the closed sales are down 14.9%. And I would tell you that there's anywhere from 10, maybe even 20% of the homes that go pending and go through the escrow process that fall out of escrow. Again, 10 to 20%. And reasons for that, we're seeing that people will drop out of the process due to inspections. They can't come to terms on what needs to be fixed. The seller doesn't want to give funds to repair things because they're trying to sell their home for as much as they can get. And the buyer, if they can't get money to repair things, they don't want the house. So you see inspections is a good reason people fall out of the escrow process. But another reason that we're seeing that's quite interesting is insurance. You see people trying to purchase a home at the top of their monthly budget, and then when you have a mortgage, you have to have, the bank makes you have property insurance, and the cost of everything, whether it's medical insurance, auto insurance, and home insurance, it's all going up because materials are more, labor's more, and because the cost of insurance is going up. When people get a quote on the home that they're about to purchase while that home's in escrow, the insurance quote comes in quite more than they thought, and it pushes them over that monthly limit that they're able to afford, even on that house that they're in escrow for. And they have to fall out of escrow because they can't afford the house. And we're seeing some of that as well. So you do see homes falling out of escrow that were pending that do not make it to a closed sale. And that's some of the reasoning why. So there's your closed sales. Again, they were down 14.9% compared to last July. So the actual homes coming over the finish line is down. That's the activity here in the market. So when you look at our market, that means that 15% of the closed sales affects 15% less sales for real estate agents, 15% less sales for mortgage brokers, 15% less homes for construction workers to work on, handymen to work on. And that activity does impact the economy. And if we see something in the 20 to 30%, and again, we're only at 15% as far as sales, but if you get to 20 to 30% less sales in any given market, that does start to impact the economy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as we go forward. Again, that's why you're subscribing to this channel, so that you can keep up with that trend. So there you have it. There's your market review for the month of July 2024. I wish I had, I guess, more dramatic news for you. The market's just kind of, it just kind of is what it is. There's no tectonic shifts on the buy side or the sell side. People are just hunkered down, locked into their interest rates. They're kind of waiting for the election cycle this year. And we'll see what happens in the month as we go forward with rumors of interest rates going down. And whatever the market holds, we'll be covering it. That's why you want to subscribe to the channel, because we do these reviews every single month. And if you're looking to relocate here, whether now or in the distant future, we would love to be a resource for you. Bonnie and I run one of the top producing real estate relocation teams here in North Idaho, and we've been doing that for years now. And we would love to be a resource for you. In fact, if you have questions of me, go ahead and reach out to us. There's a contact link below. We can do phone call, Zoom call, email, however you're comfortable. I would love to answer your questions. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. So that's it for now, you guys. And again, remember, this channel exists to show you how you can live better here in North Idaho. Take care now. Bye.